Yo, what's up? My bad. My bad, bro. It's the Super Bowl, man. Got to get my shit together, man. Super Bowl Sunday. Happy Super Bowl Sunday. About to open up the phone lines 504-265-0025. Obviously, we talking about the Super Bowl, which, hey, look, let's just call it what it is. It wasn't the greatest one. It wasn't even the somewhat greatest one. It kind of... Anyway, we're going to talk about it. We talking about, hey, Tyler Shuck, Grand Marshal of Pygmalion, or however the fuck you say it. I'm going to be honest, I've never even been to that parade. I've been going to parades for 33 years. I've never been to that parade. But anyway, it looked like a great time. Shuck was looking to break a completion percentage record on the parade route. He was absolutely beaming motherfuckers with some beads. Jose Alvarado traded to the Knicks. Talking about the commercials for the Super Bowl. We're talking about a lot of shit, man. Let's get through these advertisements. Follow me on Instagram. Follow me on X. Been cooking on X today. Just the fact that I watched the Super Bowl and the halftime show and had an opinion on the halftime show of what I saw on the halftime show, that had motherfuckers going on X right away. It's apparently not normal to do that anymore. I'm right here on YouTube, HCM Live on YouTube, and I'm on Facebook as well with the Boomers. And I'm on Twitch, bro, getting ready for GTA 6 to drop in November this year. So just been building the following on Twitch, building the Twitch, enjoying the community, playing different fucking games and shit. A lot of Call of Duty, but, you know, we switch it up every now and then. So follow me on Twitch, man. I'm holding Mayo on Twitch. HCM Live presented by the Compman. Give him a call, 504-838-8883. If you get hurt on the job, you fall on your ass, you're out of work, you're not getting paid. Like, you need to know what to do, man. Don't let these people take advantage of you, bro. That's why the Comp Man will fly to you. It doesn't matter where you are in the state of Louisiana. He could take care of you. Give him a call, 504-838-8883 or www.compman.com. It's a tricky system. It's a tricky system. It's bad enough you're already injured and out of work, so you don't want to deal with like these meticulous laws and shit. That's what the Comp Man's good at. Just remember that when you fall on your ass. Also presented by Blue Plate, who's been here for you since 1927. The loyal people over at Blue Plate, when you're in the grocery, don't forget about them. They ain't forgot about you. I got merchandise, whatever's left. I don't know how much is left. It's not a lot, but it's the last Mardi Gras All Being All Day merch. All Being All Day 300 tomorrow. Retiring the segment. This is the last Mardi Gras merch, all being all day. HMSports.com/shop. We got a bunch of different shit. Let's get it cooking, man. I felt like that took fucking forever. I feel like it. Jesus. SpreadQuarters.
Yo, what's up, Devin? How we living?
Doing all right. You sound like you're only coming out of one. Are you on iPods or whatever? AirPods?
That was my fault. No, I had you on speakerphone, man. I'm making my coffee for tomorrow morning.
All right, what you got, man?
I don't know. Pretty okay Super Bowl. I mean, it was shaping up to be like I don't know, it's kind of, putting people to sleep the first three quarters. It was just like the Patriots-Rams Super Bowl from, I don't know, kind of way back.
And the commercials really weren't picking up the slack either. See, that's the thing. Like, if you got a bad first half, no touchdowns in the first half, maybe the commercials could pick up some slack. The commercials weren't picking up the slack. They were matching the energy of what was being played on the field.
Yeah, the product on the field was lackluster, to say the least. But, I mean, if you're a defensive person and you like good defense, hey, tonight was your night. But as far as the commercials go, it's just like as time goes on, and AI was heavily into all the commercials tonight.
You saw him just shoving that fucking AI up our asses, dude?
Yeah.
Bro, who the fuck is Claude? Who is that?
I have no idea. And I saw your tweet about that, and you said something about Claude, and I thought it was the guy who sang the national anthem. I didn't know what you were talking about.
I know him and people who maybe said on the internet, hey, I don't know who this is or whatever, I'm pretty sure you do. Isn't he the guy that sang, when I see you again, it's been a long time without you, my friend. That's him. It's got to be him. That's what he sounded like.
That guy. Oh, okay. Yeah. Shit, man. Well, I'll tell you what. I don't have that song on my playlist. I only know that song from the Fast and Furious movie. That's it.
Okay.
But as far as like, I'll give you the ones that stick out to me. So the Dunkin' Donuts commercial definitely stuck out to me just because of like paying homage to
nostalgia,
shows, the sitcoms, early 2000s. And I love the references to Good Will Hunting. That was pretty.
Yeah, that was tight. Yeah, that was tight.
Yeah, so that was well done. AI in that, but using AI the right way, Yeah,
it's a way I really didn't even think about it. I didn't even really think about it like that. Somebody had to tell me that was AI. I never get AI. I never get AI.
Yeah. And like that's the only like as far as unless you just do AI from top to bottom, like producing it like all original. I think that's the best way to use it is to make people look younger because obviously actors who are old now can't do it themselves.
Yeah.
But that one, and then also I like the Pepsi one only because Pepsi was doing some major troll into Coca-Cola using the polar bears and all that.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's true.
And if you understood the reference at the very end where like they're kind of like the two polar bears are holding each other at the concert, it was. Did you get that reference?
Yeah, no, I didn't. But now that you say it, I get it. Yeah, I remember it. I remember the commercial. Yeah, now you say it, I get it.
No, but they had this the CEO and some chick that worked for him got caught at a Coldplay concert in that same pose. That's what they were reenacting right there. So
that makes sense.
Just a little background and context. But
all right, dude, I gotta go because we're running the call too long. But those are all good ones. That was good ones because I got Lay's. That was one of my favorite ones. The Instacart one and the Dunkin' Donuts. I think everybody liked the Dunkin' Donuts unless you just an AI fucking complete closed-minded hater. No way. So.
Yeah, no way. Dunkin' Donuts for sure.
All right, dude.
Later.
Give me a call. Drew Brees, first ballot Hall of Fame. We haven't done a show since Drew Brees became first ballot Hall of Fame, so call me. What does Drew Brees mean to you? I'd love to hear that. I'd love to hear anybody that calls me tell me what Drew Brees, if they're a Saints fan, tell me what Drew Brees means to you. I'd love to hear it. I'd love to hear it. I grew from a boy into a man watching Drew Brees. So he got here when I was 13. You know what I'm saying? I grew into a man watching fucking Drew Brees, dude. Like it's just an essential part of my life. It's how I grew up. So especially in like important years, teen years, into a young man. I just can't say enough good things about the motherfucker, to be honest with you, dude. SpreadQuarters.
Yo, man, it's Rick from Bogalusa.
Yo, what up, Rick?
I gotta say, man, I am so proud of Rashid Shaheed. He got a ring. I'm sad that he left the Saints, but my God, I'm so glad that he is out there and got a ring, man. I'm happy for him.
Yeah, I'm happy for him too. I will say this. Now that the season's over, and look, agree or disagree with me, this is what I will say about the Shaheed situation. I have to be honest. I think that we have been over, what's the word I'm looking for? I think the love is somewhat like overhyped in a way. Dude, I have to be honest, because listen, Shaheed was good. Shaheed was electric.
Oh, he was.
But he was not a guy, like you weren't going to get 6 to 10 receptions out of Shaheed. Talking about running an offense. He was going to throw a bomb to him. Maybe a couple different type of passes, and he was good on return game. I don't know, man. I just feel like we acting like this dude is like a Saints legend. I hear you, man. I
understand. And we got a good deal. I hate to say it, we got rid of him, but we did get, some good picks this year,
Yeah, no.
And I really don't think we could have afforded him anyway,
right.
To be honest.
Dude, I love the move. So I guess that's what I'm saying too, is I love the move, man. And
yeah, me too. It's beautiful.
Yeah, I just can't wait to see what we wind up doing with that, because
you can't blame Mickey Loomis for that. You just can't do it.
And again, because I think that we could find a more complete receiver. I just do. So let's see what we could do.
All right, brother. Hey, thank you so much for taking the call. Have a good one.
All right,
Bye-bye.
You too. I gotta say that I've just reached it's just been so much like Shaheed hype, and like I get it, man. It's cool to be happy for a former Saint. But, man, we acting like we really lost, like, the GOAT. I just... It's so much of it, bro. To where I was, like, compelled to say, be like, man, he's, like... To me, he was, like, a 79 overall on Madden. That's... Happy for him now. SpreadQuarters.
Yo, man, it's Nola Boy, brother.
What's up, Nola Boy?
So, hey, bro, about the thing for Mardi Gras, my dad's got a tent and everything.
All right, so look, that's like Discord shit.
Yeah.
So that's like, you know.
Yeah. So my favorite commercial was the Dunkin' Donuts one. I love that one.
Okay.
Especially because me and mom and dad like watched Friends all the time. You know, you seen Joey out there.
Yeah, I saw Joey, young Joey,
and Rachel.
Yeah, I saw Rachel.
How you doing?
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you something about Jennifer Aniston. That probably wasn't AI.
Hell no.
That's probably really how she looks. Yeah. What did you think about the halftime show, Nola Boy? You're 15. You didn't watch it.
I watched Kid Rock.
You watched Kid Rock.
I did.
Let me ask you this: do you think that was American of you? I'm just asking. Do you think it was American to not watch the Super Bowl halftime? Super Bowl is one of the most American things ever. So
yeah, it was me. I didn't want to watch Bad Bunny, bro.
All right.
I didn't want to, man.
Did you watch any clips of it?
No, I watched the Green Day one though. Them opening. I watched that.
And what did you do? Where was this other halftime show? It was third party sourced where?
It was on Turning Point USA on YouTube. They streamed it.
It's on YouTube. Gotcha. Yep. So you went to YouTube for the Super Bowl halftime show?
Yes, I did.
All right. What else from anything else stand out?
I mean, the game was overall like kind of mid, all up until like the second half. I mean, like all the field goals, dude. Shoot, Saints. This guy might be like if y'all can somehow get this Seahawks kicker, come on. Like that dude can make field goals. Let me ask you this: what does Drew Brees mean to you, Nola Boy? Drew Brees, first ballot Hall of Fame. He is my god, bro. I love that guy so much. That dude was the sole reason why I started watching football. He did. That was the main man, number 9. And then seeing Chuck, like, you know, kind of following in his footsteps, dude, it's just coming back to me, man. And I love that I made it in the Hall of Fame. And like, and I'm happy he made it before Brady too. Because isn't there like a 5-year waiting period? It's 4 years. It's 4 years. Yeah. So he retired the year before Brady, or if not 2 years, I forget. I think it's 2 years. Yeah, because Brady had to come back another 2 years just to beat his record. Yeah, that's what us Saints fans think. But yeah, I mean, I'll take the out of Tom Brady, but Drew Brees, you know, you can't tell me he's not top 5 greatest quarterbacks all the time. He's my number 1. Easily, he's my number 1, bro. You just can't tell me that. All right, Nola Boy, I gotta go. All right, brother. Later. All right, later. Best commercial tonight polls up right now. Looks like Dunkin' Donuts is at 40%, and then another not mentions at 46%. I got on the poll Dunkin' Donuts, Instacart, Lay's, and another not mentioned. And right now, another not mentions at 46%. SpreadQuarters.
Hi. I think Drew Brees deserves his Hall of Fame.
He's in. He said, do you think Drew deserves a Hall of Fame? Well, guess what, brother? You came to the right show. Breaking news. He's in. He's in the Hall of Fame, dude. Glad I was able to be the one to break it to you, bro. That actually means a lot. He's in. The Guy Fieri commercial was good. It was just the fact that the brand it was for, I'd never heard of it. You had a lot of like, you know, what was his name again? Claude. I never heard of Claude. There's a lot of shit we didn't hear of. But the Guy Fieri shit was funny. I give him that. SpreadQuarters.
SpreadQuarters, bro. What's up, Dev? How we doing, bro?
Doing good. What's happening with you?
What's up, bro? You put some money on some bets tonight, or
DraftKings made enough money for the fucking century tonight off of people because the way the game started. Yeah, it's just not enough happened, and it was just a little too late for it to start happening, and you know that's.
You put some bets in though tonight?
Yeah, dude. I put like 7 fucking different bets in and shit. Not one of them hit. I have to, dude.
Don't get me started. Because I always hit on the Super Bowl. I went 0 for 12 tonight. First time ever.
No.
Like, I was down bad tonight.
No,
and
DraftKings,
they stole me.
DraftKings made enough money tonight to live 100 years. Lavish. I'm telling you, bro. They took our heads off, dude.
Brother, I had under Rashid Shaheed. It was like 20.5 or 21.5 receiving yards. The motherfucker got 0.5 over the line that I bought. I was like, yeah, bro.
I had Shaheed touchdown, which I stopped watching with 2 minutes left, but I had Shaheed touchdown.
I mean, it was you know what the shit was? It was a boring ass football game. It was some Rams Patriots game. It was boring, but like it was defensive. But like this shit it was just boring, dude. It was a very boring game.
I would have had one parlay for sure, but fucking Hooper, Drake May overthrew Hooper. I had Hooper to get 8 yards. I needed that to cash one, and he overthrew him. He's wide fucking open.
I had JSN 70 plus and Boutte 20 plus. Boutte hit, but JSN, Sam Darnold missed him on that play at the beginning of the game where he had put up the field, he was butt naked open. That was my chance, and I missed it because Sam Darnold fucking overthrew that bitch.
Who wound up winning Super Bowl MVP? I was setting up
It's got to be Kenneth Walker. It's fucking got to be Kenneth Walker. He ran for 120 on like 18 carries. It's got to be. If it's not Kenneth Walker, that's
bro, I expected you to know by now. You don't know? You didn't.
Oh no, I don't. No, I'm a little messed up.
This is why I'm setting up Jay Saint on the other side to where this shit don't happen anymore. Because I don't know anything. No. I'm setting up the show.
Look, I'm with my people tonight, and I got a couple friends in my friend group that are from Seattle. So they were. You know, I was a little bit of a Seattle fan tonight, and you know what? I went to the game earlier this year in Seattle because my boy that I graduated with live up there. So it makes me feel a lot better that I wasted $150 on standing room only tickets to watch us get our ass kicked. And you know, at least they won the Super Bowl. You know what I'm talking about? Like at least I got to watch a Super Bowl winning team.
You said you drank. You said you drank tonight.
Yeah, boy.
Okay, yeah, because I feel like you done just told me a whole fucking story. I don't even know what you just said. There's just a lot of literature in there. Yeah, a lot of words.
Oh, yeah. We fucked up. But I got to see this team in person. This team's good. Like, Seattle, that's an elite football team. And I honestly do love the storyline of Sam Darnold. But yeah, I'm going to let you go because I'm going to clear it up. But Sam Darnold, bro, he's a reject. He was a fucking reject, and he's a Super Bowl champion now. It's crazy.
It is pretty crazy.
It's a crazy storyline.
It is pretty crazy.
It is. It's crazy. But yeah, who that, bro? We're back next year. Shuck got robbed. Shuck got robbed of that fucking Rookie of the Year shit, man. He should have won that shit. But hey, again, shout out to Drew, man. Drew Brees, first ballot Hall of Famer. Hella deserved.
I got to get you out of here because you're not. I feel like you're going to keep talking. That's a lot of fucking words, bro. For any human to you know, I don't know what I couldn't tell you one thing he just said. It was so fucking much, dude. SpreadQuarters.
What's up, Dad?
Yo, what's happening?
It's Papa Dots, man.
Yo, what up, Papa Dots?
Been a long time no talk, my brother. I just want to touch on the Brees thing, man. I never really got in and called about it, but Brees, you know, fuck the Super Bowl. I mean, we knew what was gonna happen in fucking May and shit. You know, he played sub 500 teams all year. So, the Brees thing, I'm 38, bro. I'm a little bit older than you. I've seen the Saints be so ass for so long, and after seeing Katrina do what it did to the city. And Brees coming in and the dude resurrected the city. No matter what anybody says, the dude resurrected the fucking city, man. That dude is the king of New Orleans no matter what anybody says. I don't give a fuck. I'm a New Orleans native. I lived there 36 years. I moved to San Antonio, and now I got to deal with Cowboys fans on the daily, which is a whole different story. But Brees is my GOAT. He made it in there before Brady. Brady was, you know, a system quarterback, but he's a GOAT. He got 7. But at the same time, Brees, what he did for the city and what he did for New Orleans, you can't. And the records are there. He beat Peyton Manning a bunch of records too. So like, what can you say about that?
Yeah, it's that comfort of knowing any given game we had a chance because we had Drew Brees, and we had that chance for a long time. What I mean by that is, dude, it's every single game in the season. We were comfortable as fans knowing that, bro, we got Drew Brees, bro. Like, you can't, no Saints fans were going through any of them games saying, we're probably going to lose this one. Like, not really, because we had Drew Brees. And he could, I mean, Collinsworth, who talked a lot too tonight, by the way, fucking Collinsworth, bro. I tell you what, I'm glad the season's over because I don't need any more of Chris Collinsworth until next season. You know what I'm saying? But
when are they gonna phase his long neck ass out of
dude,
there?
He said, man, that feels like every time I watched Drew Brees, he was breaking records. That's how I felt too. That's how I felt too.
That's what it was. I mean, Brady made receivers, Brees made receivers. I mean, bro, who the fuck is Robert Meacham without Brees?
Bro, so many guys you could say that for too, man. Seriously, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
There's a lot of guys.
The only thing, look, and to go back to what you said earlier, Brian, I'm not going to be too long on here, but everybody's loving Rashid. He got a ring. Good for him. You said you think we was overhyping him, but the only parallel I could draw with him is now it's pretty. I guess Rashid was more in his infancy than Devery Henderson was, but Devery was a Rashid type player. He was a game breaker. He'd run, he'd fucking stretch the field.
Devery was, look, this, I don't mean to cut you off, but this was that without looking at having the stats in front of me. This is immediate reaction. I'm just being honest. Devery Henderson made way more offensive plays than Rashid Shaheed. That's just.
But Rashid, we didn't have Rashid with an actual quarterback.
Right.
He didn't play with Brees as long.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
Yeah, but the stats won't match, but that's what I would draw a parallel to. And if Devery got a ring somewhere else, I'll be happy for him too. So I'll clear the line up, bro. Good talking to you. I'm gonna see you soon. I'll be in town. But yeah, y'all, you know, I can't wait for this year, man. I'm excited, man. Shug, man. Hopefully we get love. Hopefully we can get Shaheed back or somebody that's gonna be a game breaker.
Any thoughts on the halftime show?
Man, look,
you in San Antonio. You in San Antonio, you said. So, I mean, that's...
Bruh, I went to some work friend's house. It was 2 hours out the way. It was a trailer. They turned on a turning point shit. I walked out. I went and had a cigarette. I didn't watch neither one of them, bro. So, I can't speak too much on it, but I'm a Bad Bunny fan because he make the hoes go crazy. But, you know, Kid Rock's cool, too, whatever.
There was a lot of ass.
I didn't watch neither one.
There was a lot of ass.
Yeah, a lot of...
Bad Bunny, that one thing I learned about Bad Bunny is he know where the ass at. That's for sure.
And wait, what I asked is where I'm trying to be at.
Yeah. So, all right,
bro. Have a good one, bro.
Later. I mean, there was a lot of ass in that halftime show, bro. And then there was the scenery for me. So I'm not into like right, left, and pick a side toxicity shit. I'm really not, dude. I hate it. So I just watched the Super Bowl, just like I have every other year in my life. And there's a halftime show in the Super Bowl. We know that. And, you know, majority of the world now with social media and shit, they react to it. It's been going on forever. It's music. It's one of the most objective things in the planet history, bro. It's been this way. Creativity, visual creativity, all that. And I'm watching it. I'm sitting there. I had just hit my little pen. And I'm watching. I'm like, holy shit, bro. I tweeted out. My bad, Carl. I'm getting to you, man. Just hang tight. I tweeted out that this is an extremely creative performance. The visuals outstanding. So many elements, places, different backgrounds, like behind. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what Bunny's saying, but I know that motherfucker's in his bag. That's what I tweeted, dude. Bro, this is how sick this shit is. This is why I don't like it, and this is why I don't like get involved with it. I don't even read it. I didn't find out that Kid Rock was doing a halftime show until literally this morning. I didn't even I didn't think that was real. You know what I'm saying? So the comments, bro, people are pissed. I don't know if y'all remember the tweet I just said, but people are pissed at that I watched the Super Bowl and the halftime show, something I've been doing for 33 years. They completely forgot that like music is objective and all that different shit. And dude, I had somebody say, "Oh no, man, not you." Not you what, motherfucker? Not me watching another Super Bowl halftime show and reacting to what it is. What do you mean, not me? That's why I say, man, doctors Doctors need to get involved, bro. These people are sick, bro. It's coming at an innocent motherfucker, bro, that don't give a fuck about none of that shit. Now, not one bit of it. There's no, like, nothing showing that I've ever cared. I don't care. That wasn't raised to care. None of that shit. But they come at innocent. That's why I say that shit is just super toxic, bro. I'm chilling, stoned, watching the Super Bowl, and I react to the halftime show, and people just can't deal with that now. That's how throwed these people are, bro. I don't care what you support, bro. If you that throwed, you need to see a doctor. SpreadQuarters.
Yo, what's up with you, Devin? This is Smirk. First of all, you can always take your time, no issue, bro. Keep ranting, man, because you did nothing wrong with watching a halftime show, man. You know, this is what you're supposed to do. You know, you're supposed to, I see you in the past whenever you did your UFC stuff. You know, you're involved with the sports. You know, you're involved with the city. Just how you're so appreciative with Drew Brees going into the Hall of Fame. You know, this is what you do. You know, so why wouldn't you watch the Super Bowl halftime and put your opinions and your thoughts on it? Because that's what this is America. You know, free. You can tweet whatever you want, and I think that it was a good tweet that you put out. You didn't say nothing wrong or anything.
No, and look, and I appreciate it, and I don't think that I did. I think the more so it's how throwed people are to take something so normal, but that is forgotten for the benefit of a political belief and shit. And that's why I say it's a sickness. Bro, I think politics is normal. That's a tradition, bro. It's been around this country forever. But the way it's been taken to where we going after people for doing something they're not even thinking about these crazy people. People who watch the Super Bowl or in the sports and shit like that, there's a lot of people like me, bro. There's a lot of people who like watching sports, who like gambling, who like playing video games, who like getting high, who like watching funny shit, YouTube, shit like that don't participate in the toxicity of this shit. Yet these people come from this toxic or place on earth and come to me and tell me that I'm doing wrong when I'm just living my life. Fuck you. The fuck you mean? That's like me walking past somebody when I walk outside my house down the street. I'm walking past somebody and I just tell them, you know what, man? Fuck you. Why? I'm just walking. So I don't know, man. I don't see how people don't notice this, bro. That's what's scary.
Yeah, it really is. It really is, especially whenever, speaking on that, like, it goes hand in hand with people not respecting other people's opinions. People just be thinking that, like, it's their way or the highway, so people just thinking that they can just come through and interrupt somebody's happiness just for simply watching something.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. Literally what it is. But anyway, so what did you think, man? I guess thoughts on Drew Brees. You got any thoughts on Drew Brees Hall of Fame?
I'm very appreciative of that. I didn't really start watching football until I got older. Especially me being from Dallas. I've been going to New Orleans my whole life, but I didn't really fall in love with like Louisiana sports as a whole until like Drew Brees, like in his later in his career, like let's say whenever that botched call against the Rams and like post that. But me being such a diehard LSU fan, I can appreciate Drew Brees for going into the Hall of Fame, and that's a part of Louisiana history. He's forever cemented in that, and I'm just very appreciative to be able to witness that and see that.
Hell yeah, brother! What else you got? You got anything else?
The commercials were ass. The best commercial was Budweiser, but that beer is trash.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest with you, I thought the best one as far as like get to the feelings, I thought the Lay's one was pretty good, bro. And it really fit Lay's. You know what I'm saying? Like just that traditional chip made from real potatoes, bro.
I agree. Real potatoes, real chips. But the shitty ass game. The game is exactly what I thought it was,
yeah,
and that's just about it. Slowly ticking down the days. LSU baseball coming up, and then we got hopefully by the time we gonna hit the home stretch by June and July, and then by the time we know, it's time for summer camp for LSU football.
Yeah, it'll go by fast. It'll go by fast. I can already feel it. Mardi Gras always helps. Mardi Gras helps because it's like an extra week, 2 weeks to where like it just makes it quicker. So because it does turn into a brutal stretch, especially when all of our teams, you know what I'm saying, ain't playing or not doing good. For instance, the Pelicans, you know, that don't help the time go by. So anything, man, LSU baseball, I'm excited.
Yes, sir. Me too. Me too. That's all I got. All I want to say is have fun at Mardi Gras next week. Be safe, man. Enjoy these parades. I wish I could be there. I'm going to be there in November to celebrate my wedding. So I just hope you enjoy everything.
All right. Thank you, brother. Appreciate it. Have a good one. Give me a call, 504-265-0025. We're talking about the Super Bowl, which I mean, look, it is what it is. The Seahawks won 29-13. They were, I mean, the Patriots didn't score, I want to say, until the fourth quarter. So, just a rough day for Drake May, dude. Rough day just when it looked like they were starting to get some momentum, Drake May throws an interception. So, just a rough day, man. Seattle's defense is for real, bro. I can't believe it, man. The Seahawks. The fucking Seahawks, dude.
Take a look, late.
SpreadQuarters.
What up, Mayo? It's Milfana.
What up, Milfana?
Not much, my boy. Just drinking a bunch of fucking Crown.
Damn, okay. Not just Crown, just fucking bunch of fucking Crown.
Bunch of fucking vanilla Crown and Dr. Pepper.
There you go.
The best fucking drink you can make.
Did Dr. Pepper have a commercial tonight? I don't think they did.
Fuck no.
Yeah, they don't need one. They don't really, yeah.
They don't need one.
What's the deal with Dr. Pepper, man? I can't figure it out. I don't hate it. I don't even hate it, but like I don't seek it. I never did my whole life. I remember, dude, I remember.
You a hater on Dr. Pepper?
No, I'm not. Dude, I remember one time I was locked out the house and my mom wasn't home and I was in the garage because it was the only thing I could get inside of. And all they had in the fridge in the garage, literally is the only item in there, was a half drank 2 liter of Dr. Pepper. And
I got a half 2 liter left with my drink.
Dude, I drank that Dr. Pepper and it was the best it ever tasted. I never really fucked with it again. Never really did.
You got to drink that hose water.
That who?
The hose water. You ever drink water out of hose? That's the best drink you can get.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. But I'm just saying, as far as soft, I'm a kid, bro. I'm looking for fucking cool drinks. Right. You know what I'm saying?
But let me tell you, this Super Bowl was fucking terrible to bet on.
Oh, God.
Terrible.
Yeah.
Terrible.
I don't even need to open up
my
father,
account. My neighbor. And the only money we won was fucking the coin toss, heads. Because all week I was saying tails. I know last week I said tails never fail. But when it came to the day, I said heads. And that was the only fucking bet I won this day. Yeah,
Joe Montana with the coin toss. So, you know.
What a legend.
Yeah.
I fucking love Joe Montana.
Joe Montana. Yeah, dude. That was cool. I did like the intro with like Joe Montana, Jerry Rice and all them. Bunch of fucking legends, dude. That was tight. And then
how about Peyton Manning fucking 5 head or 7 head, whatever the fuck that 4 head has.
You talking about Peyton Manning?
Yeah, that motherfucker got a 4 head on him, huh?
Yeah, they brought out all the legends, man. It was cool. And then Green Day, which I gotta be honest, Green Day got a good agent. Because I mean,
hey, that was better than the halftime Super Bowl. Fucking Green Day coming out in the pregame.
So you thought Green Day was better than the halftime? Now you talking about from a music perspective, just a pure music?
Yeah. Instead of Fat Bunny, we had Green Day.
Yeah, because they wasn't nearly as creative, right? I mean, you'd agree with that, right?
I mean, Green Day, they just sat there like the old time '80s, just sitting there fucking.
Well, they a '90s band. Yeah, but yeah.
Well, you know what I mean? You know, we little Cosade, you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I feel you. I don't have no problem with Green Day. I think if anything, they probably more un-American than Bad Bunny.
Oh yeah, they come from my partner said they come from England.
Do they really?
It was like England or what they said, British. They some British, Great Britain, some bullshit like that. You know, Olympics.
Oh, dude! Speaking of the Olympics, the flag football. You saw the commercial. We about to have.
Oh, you saw that shit too?
Yeah, dude. Jalen Hurts. It looked like Jalen Hurts about to lead the squad. If you base it off that commercial.
Well, hey, Chris Collinsworth didn't reference Patrick Mahomes today. How about that, huh? That was a good thing.
That's true. He didn't. It looks like Billy Joe Armstrong formed the band in '87 in East Bay, California. So is he from?
East Bay?
Is he?
Like
Yeah, they from California, dude.
They from Kenner?
No, they from California.
Oh, California.
Yeah, they from California, dude. So.
Not Kenner, bro. Jesus Christ, this fucking crown speaking, bro.
All right, Milfon, I gotta go. Milfon, I forgot he said he's drinking. Yeah, he's thinking of you too. That's what he's thinking of, you too. Which I don't forgive them for putting that album on my phone and I couldn't take it off. Fuck them for that. Still, SpreadQuarters.
Bro, you seen that fucking Italian speed skater last week?
No.
I mean, last night.
No. What happened? No.
Dude, every lap, my dick got hard. Dude, she was incredible. She was built like a shit brick house. Most of them fucking speed skaters, you know, they got to be thin and in shape, you know, and they, you know, well, it's too skinny, you know, I don't know, it's a little bit of a turn off, but dude, every lap, she's built, from head to toe. Fuck, I couldn't get over it. I was, the speed, with she's farther than Jake Paul's only, I swear to God.
Is her name Francesca? Is her name Francesca?
Yeah, Francesca Lalabuda or something.
Yeah, that's her. Yeah.
And then when she talked on the microphone, the accent, Jesus Christ, I almost had an orgasm laying there watching her. I swear to God, no joke. It was incredible.
Wow, I did not expect that to be what you called about. But I mean, this is obvious. I'm looking at it right now. I ain't been watching the Olympics, so you've been checking out the Olympics.
I swear to God, Devin, I woke up at 3:00 in the morning yesterday to take a piss. The TV was still on. And this broad's doing laps and laps with an ass better than any Kardashian could ever dream of. Swear to God. And I'm looking at the TV and I'm perplexed. I'm like, Jesus Christ. It was unbelievable. And she won. She like broke a record. She wasn't just fun. She wasn't just there for show. She could skate.
Yeah, love. Can I get you? What does Drew Brees mean to you? Drew Brees elected to the Hall of Fame.
What does Drew Brees mean to me? Like I said on the call, the first this is the thing we got to clear up that people don't understand. When I said I love the Saints more than my first blowjob, Drew Brees did that for me. I got blown by a stripper at a particular age when the Saints won the Super Bowl, and that's why I said that night when I called in, you know, and they thought I was fucking nuts or whatever about Dennis Allen and all that shit, and Derek Carr. And I said, God bless you, love the Saints more than my first blowjob. I don't remember half of the shit that I say when I call in because I'm fucked up right now. And, you know, but that's why I said, what does he mean to me? What does he mean? I can't, there's no words. Beautiful individual, saved this city. And that's the thing, Devin. People don't understand. Look, you got LSU, you got the Pelicans, and they're beautiful, whatever. The New Orleans Saints are the lifeline of this fucking city. Mardi Gras, Jazz Fest, it don't matter. The New Orleans Saints inject this city with more life than anything. Anything. What do you mean? I gotta do. I'm gonna do a beautiful piece on him when he gets inducted. I gotta do something incredible.
Piece of what? Piece.
Just a piece on him and talking about him in the most beautiful manner.
I'd like you to write a book about him and make it audio.
I would. I mean, look, that's where we were at that point in 2006. I do want him and Steve Gleason together, but I mean, you know, I don't know, but he means everything to this city. Everything. He means with fucking energy and your supply to your gas and your house mean to this city. More than that. More triple than that.
This is deep, dude.
Well, I could get even deeper, but I'm kind of sobered up because
Did you watch the Super Bowl, dude? We haven't talked about the Super Bowl.
Did I watch it? I lost. I got greedy. I went Patriots money line like an asshole.
What did you think about the halftime show?
I'm not going to get into that. You know.
Why? They have a halftime show every year for the Super Bowl, and this year it was Bad Bunny. Bad Bunny is not as mysterious to me because, I mean, he's been involved with WWE.
Kid Rock on YouTube. You want my truth?
You watch Kid Rock?
Kid Rock was on YouTube.
Okay, you want my truth? I was, listen, nobody liked Kid Rock, Limp Bizkit, Linkin Park, all these different bands growing up more than me, bro. My mom dated nothing but dudes who were in fucking cover bands, and that's all they fucking did was those type artists' songs redone. I fucking loved Kid Rock. I loved all that. Devil Without a Cause, I had it. American Badass, I had it on CD. Parental Advisory, got it from Sonic Records. It makes no sense to me as somebody that watches the Super Bowl every year to go watch a third-party halftime show. That's just my opinion. You want to talk about tradition in America? It is very traditional and American to watch the Super Bowl and watch the halftime show and stop letting toxicity sway us and divide us. But hey, your choice. Your choice. Your choice.
In my life. I've never voted in my life, nor will I ever, because I don't really give a fuck. But I had a party and I was bowling crawfish and the second sack was coming out and everybody there said, "Put on Kid Rock." I said, well, then fuck it. Put them on.
Yeah.
I don't know Bad Bunny, and I didn't know none of this was happening.
Yeah. No,
the only thing I was concerned about was my money line on the Patriots.
There you go. So, and look, it is what it is. Whoever did go watching or whoever's flipped the Kid Rock, bro, it's totally fine. But, there's nothing wrong really with either. But if I had to pick one that's more untraditional, more un-American, I'd pick going to a third party on YouTube to watch a Super Bowl halftime show. That's just me.
Yeah, I didn't know what was going on either way. I don't even know who Bad Bunny is, and I'm not saying that to be a dick. I've never heard of him. Nothing. I don't even know what it is.
I'm gonna tell you, you would have loved the visual. I know that you would have loved the
visual. Beautiful females in there.
Oh my God! Saw people get married too. I mean, there was so much shit going on, dude. There was a lot of shit.
Somebody got married in the crowd.
I put it up there with the Bruno Mars thing. All right. If I had to give it a Madden rating, I'd give it an 87. And honestly, it could be a 90 if I knew Spanish. It's as simple as that. If I knew Spanish, I'd give it a 90 Madden rating as far as the halftime show.
That's weird. But you brought something up the other day when fucking Britney Spears' tits slipped out. You see, that kind of shit don't happen anymore.
Wait, when Britney Spears what?
When her tits slipped out.
Oh,
when
Janet Jackson.
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit don't happen no more.
That kind of shit, no, you don't get that kind of nostalgia no more. That was beautiful. And then when Michael Jackson came flying through the fucking air, through the screen,
I like the Bruno Mars one, too. I gotta be honest, bro. I thought it was
What year was he?
That was a few years ago. I feel like that was 3 or 4 years ago. The Bruno Mars one. I thought it was creative. There's a lot of memes made off of it. It was entertaining. It was you kept watching. So I don't know, man. It's I gotta watch the halftime show.
Sucked terribly was that fucking, and he's got some good raps. I heard him and this and that. What's that guy? He's from Kentucky or something. Big tall dude.
Oh, Jack Harlow. Jack Harlow.
Oh, dude, that was he should have killed himself after that. Jesus Christ. Dude. Remember that one? That was terrible. And he's got some good songs, but he fucked up that day.
Yeah. All right, I gotta go.
He's out.
All right, dude. Yeah, that was the longest I've ever been on the phone with I'm Live, ever. SpreadQuarters.
Mayo.
Yo.
Hey, Zen Man, brother. How are you?
Zen Man. What's going on, brother?
Not a whole lot. Can't complain, Pretty boring Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Which I kind of figured was going to happen. I mean, when you look at the two quarterbacks, I didn't buy into either of them. I don't care about how Sam Darnold was doing this year. He led the league in turnovers. I wasn't buying into him.
We all knew that the Patriots had a fraud schedule. So I wasn't anticipating a good Super Bowl, and it actually was worse than my anticipation.
Yeah, I mean, if there's one thing I definitely picked up is, like, you know how they kept saying that the Patriots never seen a defense like this? They was right. I mean, it was so obvious that they had not the whole year.
The one somewhat issue I have is a lot of people on Twitter are dogging our boy Will Campbell.
Dude, I gotta be honest. I didn't realize, what's the word I can say, how kind of rough of a rookie season he was having with some things until, a few weeks ago they were talking about. I was like, damn, he ain't had a good season. Dude, he was getting pushed back a lot. I was actually really surprised. I still think that it's just his first year and he's going to be fine, but he was getting pushed back.
Well, the problem was, I remember at the beginning of the year, he was really good. Like, he was doing really good, having a good season, and then he got hurt. And ever since he came back from the injury, he did not do well at all. So I guess it must be, he must just be hurt and forcing himself out there. I don't know.
What does Drew Brees mean to you, Zen Man? The people are waiting to hear this. They expecting a good answer.
Okay, well, I'll tell you this right now. True story. When I was watching the Pat McAfee show today, I was watching that trivia thing he did with the Hall of Famers. When Drew Brees showed up, I was like, I don't even know if this is true or not. Can fans go to Ken? Because if they can, I want to go to Ken and see Drew Brees. I don't give a fuck if I'm all the way in the back. I want to be able to say, I saw the greatest player that's ever played a sport in this state get inducted into the Hall of Fame. Do you know if we can do that? Can fans go?
I'm pretty sure fans can go to the Hall of Fame. I can't see why, especially like when they do like the speeches and shit like that. Like, I feel like there's always a sea of fans there. I mean, there's don't get me wrong, there are going to be a lot more fans because I think a lot of people are thinking like you. I mean, I've been saying this since he was still playing. I'm going to see Drew Brees get inducted. So I think there's going to be a lot of Saints fans there, dude, because they all kind of feel like what you said, like this may never, I mean, first ballot, sure thing, Hall of Fame with Kuechly, Fitzgerald, it's just like, I don't know if we'll ever see that, man. First ballot right away. That's tough, man. That's even like when you talk about like even a great like Cam Jordan, dude. When it comes to that first ballot, you saw it, man. How many spots they pick? 5, 6, 5, 6?
I thought they picked 7 for a long time.
I thought that was crazy? More. Yeah, it just seemed like, damn, bro. Like, there's a lot of people that like gonna have to wait. But I like that. Absolutely. But I like that. I like that better than like some of these other Hall of Fames. Some of these other Hall of Fames, bro, everybody be making the Hall of Fame. I'm gonna tell you who's the worst with it is fucking WWE. They fucking ridiculous with that shit, dude.
Well, so is basketball, but yeah. The problem with that though, I see your point. I completely agree. It makes it more like honorable, makes it more of a prestige thing. But the problem is that some players, unfortunately, they might not see themselves in Ken. They might not make it to that.
Well, but I also think that's a conversation too. I think when players, inevitably die, I think that ruins their chances of getting in compared to somebody that's alive. Now I'm serious. I know that's deep, but it's like I think dying definitely hurts your chances of the Hall of Fame if you were already like one that kind of had to wait. I think dying hurts it because they're able to kind of forget.
No, I completely agree with that. It's unfortunate, but I mean, I swear it was like 7 or 8 people. But I mean, listen, this is a great draft class. Do you think, trying to be unbiased as possible, that there will be the most in terms of like a team support at Canton would be the same?
I think so. I think it's gonna be heavy. I mean, how far is it? It's like a 12-hour drive.
Oh, I have no idea.
A lot of people down here don't like to fly. I'm one of them. So, but anyway, all right, Jim, man, I gotta go.
All right, have a great one.
Yeah, no, I gotta go. It's the longest I ever talked to Zim Man on the phone. These are long calls tonight, man. But it's good. It's a good conversation. SpreadQuarters.
Yo, Mayo, it's Q on Cam, man. How you doing?
What up, brother? How you doing?
Dude, I'm so fucking psyched Drew Brees got into the Hall of Fame, first ballot. I know the Super Bowl just happened, but I want to talk about Drew Brees.
Yeah, man. Hell yeah. You can talk about Drew Brees on my show, any show. I don't care what the show subjects are. You can bring up Drew Brees.
I think one of my favorite live, memories of him that I had live was, I think it was that season we went to the Super Bowl. I think we played the Lions first. I might need to be fact checked on that, but dude, we fucking put like 45 on their head.
Yeah, that was Matt Stafford's rookie year, I feel like, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think. I might be wrong on that game being the first game of that season.
I think that was the first. I'm looking it up, but I think that was the first game of the next season. Because I was at that game, I was in the nosebleeds that game when we played Stafford and Megatron. But you could be right. Let me see. Might as well look. The first game
we dropped like 45 or some shit on their head, and I remember as a kid watching that and watching all of like my dad and his friends go fucking nuts because for them, they had watched the Saints for, however so many years. They were just happy that we had a fucking winning team, you know what I mean?
It was the Lions. I was there, dude. That's crazy.
Dude, and look, for me, I was, I played Madden and shit, but to be able to go watch that shit live and be in that environment, man, dude, the dome back then, bro, was like, you couldn't miss it.
Yeah, dude. I'm just looking at these games right now. Like, I remember that Jets game, dude. Defense was on fire that game. Yeah, like big time. All these games, bro. It's just crazy. Going back. Well, anyway, I don't want to get caught in the Saints Super Bowl loophole because you already know how that is. But yeah, no, dude. I'm excited. I'm alive to see Drew Brees. Like I said, who I grew up from a kid into a man watching. That's why. I don't know, man. I'll never understand the hate for Sean Payton either because of shit like that. Like, I grew up. You know what I'm saying? This is all I knew. So.
Right.
Thoughts on the Super Bowl? Thoughts on the halftime show? I'm trying to get thoughts from everybody. See if we got a different.
Yeah, man. I thought the Super Bowl got, like, the game got better as it went on. But, dude, I never thought that the Patriots felt like they were ever in control of that game, which made it not really that much fun I'm not a fan of the Seahawks or the Patriots, you know what I mean? If I was a Patriots fan, I'd have been fucking pissed watching this game, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
As far as the halftime show, I thought it was good, man. I don't think it was like this like mind-blowing performance or anything like that, but I had a good time watching it, and I think you got to be a corny-ass bastard to have turned that off and put on fucking Kid Rock. I mean, you had some gorgeous women on TV, bro, dancing to some very fun fucking music, and you're going to put on Kid Rock. I mean, I'm pretty sure the Puppy Bowl got more fucking viewers than Kid Rock, is all I'm saying.
Fuck. I missed the Puppy Bowl. Fuck, bro.
Oh, dude. You can't miss the Puppy Bowl, bro.
Dude, I forgot this year, dude. Fuck.
Yep. Can't miss event, bro.
Can you bet on the Puppy Bowl now?
You should. I would. If there is, I'll be on it next year. Oh wait, hold on. Can we talk about something real quick? Like last thing,
yeah,
dude. I wanted Myers to win MVP so bad, bro. I really did.
Wait, who? Oh, you talking about the kicker? Oh, you did?
Yes.
What was the odds?
Well, okay, so I got it live, but I had it at plus 2,500. It went down to like plus 400 at one point, I think, but. Still, bro, I was like, oh my God, I might get it, but I mean, good for Walker, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, and I forget what the odds were for Walker. They had to be pretty good too. But I took 3 long shots. I had Mac Hollins as one of them. That was plus 18,000. I had who else? Rashid Shaheed. I took a shot on. That was like plus 3,000. But anyway, dude, none of my bets, not one of them hit from the Super Bowl. It's just not enough was happening from both teams. You know what I'm saying? The whole game. It took the Patriots a minute, and they really only had like a little bitty run in the second half, but it got halted. Yeah. So.
Right. Well, all right, man. I'll catch you later. I'll be at Mardi Gras next week, and I'll holler.
Oh yeah, all right, bro. Who that? Yeah, Mardi Gras, baby. Mardi Gras. Just so you know, I'm not going to be doing a show Sunday. I'm going to be at Bacchus. So it's going to be the first show we've missed in a long time. Straight up. I don't ever miss Sunday shows. But I won't be. Hey, do me a favor if you're watching in the stream. First of all, I appreciate you being here. You know, you didn't have to come, and I really appreciate it. If you could throw a thumbs up on the stream, that'll help out the channel to where more people know about the channel. I mean, maybe I'm biased. I think this channel a little underrated on YouTube, but I'm also willing to do whatever it takes to grow. So I'm down for the challenge. So if you can help me out. Throw a thumbs up on the stream. I'm about to look. I'm looking at it right now. I got a whole nother table where I'm about to have somebody, you know, making this shit better, a better visual experience. So it's coming, bro. It's gonna take. We're gonna have to do some training and shit, some OBS training and shit, and you know, try to have it ready. Hopefully by the draft. SpreadQuarters.
Mayo, it's Gumbo Gary.
Gumbo Gary, what's up, brother?
You know something? I'm gonna tell you straight up. Raheem Shaheed, they can never. You know what I'm saying?
Gary, you breaking up like you breaking up like you just put the phone down and you're taking a piss. That's how you breaking up right now.
Oh, you can hear me better now, Mayo?
Yeah, I can hear you.
My fault. That was the wind. Hey, Craig, I was saying, Raheem Shaheed, they can never make me hate you. They can never make me hate you, Raheem Shaheed. You know what I'm saying? Freak, he had nothing but good things to say about the city. Freaking, at least somebody got a fairy tale ending. We took a chance on him. Correct me if I'm wrong, but he was undrafted, and the Saints got him. And a few years later, he got his first ring. And on top of that, we just got a first ballot. Drew Brees. We got a solid quarterback, one that we're going to build around. I'm just saying, man, I just see a hopeful future, man.
Gumbo Gary, let's talk about your run in the season. I mean, you had a good run of calls this season, because I'm glad you're back down to, like, I feel like when you call after a win, it's like you hulk up. You know what I'm saying? Like you hulk up into this incredible Gary, right? Now you're back down, and I just wanted to mention, because it's the first time I talked to you since the season, you had a good run this season, bro.
Wait. Say that last part again. You cut out.
You had a good run this season with calls. It was very, it's fucking electric, bro.
I mean, look, I don't live right now. I'm not living in Louisiana, so I got introduced to your show on an algorithm, and I don't live at home right now. Like, I don't live in Louisiana right now, and it just, man, Louisiana is just one of them places. You know what I'm saying? So like, it just reminds me of home. And when the Saints win, you know, when the Saints are good, man, all the fans bring it. So what should make me any different? You know what I'm saying, Mayo?
I just thought that you were super electric. With the music and shit like that. It is what it is. It was electric. You had about 4 electric calls that I thought were pretty fucking good. So shout out to you, Gumbo Gary.
Shout out to you, Mayo. You're letting the people say what they want to say. You know what I'm saying? It's not that censored ESPN bullshit. This is that real freaking boot shit. You heard me?
Yes, sir. All right, Gary.
Yeah, brother.
You got anything else?
Nah, man. Who that? I can't wait for the draft.
Me too, bro. Me too. All right, dude.
Take care, Mayo. Who that?
I can't wait for the draft either. That's going to be a great show. That's always a banger. The draft, HDM Live, is always so good. Because it's the immediate reaction right after draft picks, and you know how the Saints be. SpreadQuarters.
Well, I ain't trying to double dip on you, but a friend of mine called me and brought this to my attention. That goofball that I fought in the ring the other night, he called out the Whistle Monster. Look, friend of Whistle Monster, who I know personally very well, he rode his motorcycle naked through Pauli's a couple of years ago. Long story short, that psycho does not want to fuck with Whistle Monster at all. And if he does, he's a fucking idiot. I'm not trying to start, not like that. My fighting career is over. But yeah, that fella there, whatever he calls in about, if he calls in about Whistle Monster again, there will be a fucking problem. I love you. Have a good night. I don't want to jam up the line.
All right, yeah, I'm live. Thank you, bro. SpreadQuarters.
Yo, what up, Devin?
Yo, what's happening?
I'll make it quick for you, man. I didn't even watch the halftime show. I was at parades. I don't even give a fuck about Bad Bunny, and I'm Hispanic. And I just didn't care for it. But
Yeah.
I checked out a little bit of the highlights. It looked all right. I just didn't care for it. Don't care for him.
Hey,
So that's about it.
and look, and that's all good. And what I'd say right away is I watch the Super Bowl every year. I know how you said you had a parade. I would never go do something else when the Super Bowl's on. You know what I'm saying? So that means I watch the Super Bowl. I watch the halftime show. Dude, think about how many people have been in this halftime show that I either didn't listen to, didn't know about. Bro, I was not jamming Bruno Mars when they had Bruno Mars in the halftime show. Jack Harlow, I might have knew a couple songs. I mean, the list can go on and on and on of people that I really didn't listen to, but I still always watch it because it's a part of the Super Bowl and it's a tradition.
Oh, yeah.
That's just how I am.
Yeah, I caught the second half though. Yeah, I mean, it was pretty much just what I expected. It's just mid. It was just going to be a blowout, but it was all right. But I watched the second half. I'm cool with that. That's about it, really. I just didn't want to enjoy myself. So yeah.
All right. Well, look, I appreciate the call, brother. For real.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, man.
All right, Devin.
All right,
have
dude.
a good one.
Later. Just all right. I don't know. I mean, I'm not saying this whole Super Bowl experience was, man, New Orleans blew this out of the water. That's why they want to come back to New Orleans, because look at the difference. There's no, what was really fun from this week? You know what I'm saying? Like, anything stood out about anything they did this week at the Super Bowl? I don't really... Like, remember when they did the whole performance on Bourbon Street and shit? Like, that was so much better than anything California could really offer. I mean, they gave us Green Day, which respectfully, they had placed their time. They were one of the best out there in that era, but I just feel like New Orleans knocked it out the park, dude. It's more I think about it. New Orleans is just the ultimate host a fucking Super Bowl place. SpreadQuarters.
What's up, Mayo? I wanna agree with you on that point, because last year I went to Bourbon Street, like the Saturday before the Super Bowl. That bitch, I had never seen it more packed, bro.
Yeah, dude, it was lit down here, bro.
It was lit.
I will never forget that. That's how I know it was good too. Is I will never forget that week. As long as I live, I'll never forget it.
Yeah, bro. And I also want to talk. I know a lot of people saying like I haven't been listening. I just got in, but. If the halftime show, if Bad Bunny actually sing in English, I think it would have been a lot better. But I still think it was a good halftime show.
Yeah, that's how I feel about it. To be honest, bro, I'd give it an 87 in Madden, just off of it was good vibes. I was high, so for somebody that was stoned, I thought what I was looking at was pretty visually creative. I gotta be honest, dude. And then if I was drunk, if I would have been drunk, I would have had a good time because it's just the element of the music. So I'm with you, bro. If he would have spoken English, this dude could have been a 90 in Madden, 95. Who knows?
Yeah.
And they told me he knows English, but I didn't really hear much. So, which I deal with this one because I watch UFC a lot. You know what I'm saying? So I deal with a lot of, man, I wish this dude spoke English with a lot of UFC fighters. Like, for instance, I'll never understand how Charles Oliveira, who has been in the UFC forever, who has been at the top, you know what I'm saying? Like, one of the biggest stars. I'll never understand how that dude has not just learned one sentence of English. He still ain't done it. So I deal with it, but it's not fun for us to not know what you're saying. It isn't.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. It kind of threw me off when Lady Gaga was singing. I never would have saw that coming.
Yeah, is she? I don't know. Is she? Is Lady Gaga Spanish?
I don't know.
Dude, I'm gonna tell you what would have been fire if he would have brought out Shakira, son. That would have set this bitch off. If he would have brought out Shakira, that would have set it off, dude.
Yeah, Shakira. When did she perform? 2019, 2020?
She was here recently, but still, isn't it? you bring Shakira out, bro. They not. It's on. It's on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I kind of lost my respect for Super Bowl hats or for halftime shows last year because Lil Wayne got snubbed. Oh my God.
Lady Gaga's Italian. They saying in the chat.
She's Italian.
Yeah, she's Italian.
I mean, I would have thought like Cardi B or like Drake or something would have showed up. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know how many features and stuff Bad Bunny's doing with like people. I don't know. I don't know enough about it. I don't.
Yeah. Did you see Jessica Alba?
Yeah, I did see Jessica Alba. I know enough about that. I can tell you that.
Yeah.
I've been knowing Jessica Alba my whole life, dude. You want to talk about a life longer? Jessica Alba, bro. What a legend.
She still got it too. She looked bad. She stood out, and I already knew. As soon as I saw her, I was like, oh yeah, that's Jessica Alba.
That's the thing about Jessica Alba too. You could pick her out of a crowd because nobody looked like Jessica. Nobody looked that good. Nobody. Jessica Alba,
yeah.
She's one of the goats of good looks.
Oh yeah. How old is she? I mean,
dude, I'd guess like Jessica Alba because when I was a kid, she was like 18 or something. Like in like what was that movie? The surfing movie that she was in? I forget. But anyway, I'd say she's probably like in her mid 40s, if not a little younger, if not a little younger, if not a little. I tell you what, let's look it up. Jessica Alba. I would guess. I'm not gonna guess it. I said what I said. So let's just say she's 44.
That's how old she is?
Yeah, 44.
She looks like she was in her 20s.
She's gonna look when she's 64. She's gonna look like she's 34, 44.
Yeah.
You know, she's one of them, man. She's one of them. Yeah. All right, dude.
Well, I'm happy to see Rashid Shaheed win a Super Bowl too, and they said that he might come back to the Saints. I don't know if you heard about that.
Again, I liked Shaheed, man. But the problem, I think, was the hype for Shaheed. Even while he was down here, they would tell me every year in training camp, Shaheed's on fire. He's the best player. And come on, man, I know y'all remember this. They tell you all the time he's the best player in training camp. He's the most electric player. And then we get to the season, it's like, bro, like, yeah, he could get you a bomb here and there. I'm talking about just for the Saints. But he wasn't like this crazy productive dude for the Saints other than maybe like 1 year, 1.5 years, and he had an injury. Like, he just wasn't crazy productive on offense for the Saints. Whether it was because of the quarterback situation, I will never know. Obviously, it probably would have made a difference if Tyler Shuck was throwing him the ball. I will say that. But he wasn't like this. Like, I don't need Shaheed back. I'm sorry, bro. I'm just speaking from the heart here. I wish him well. I'm glad that he won a Super Bowl. But at the end of the day, I'm a Saints fan. It's what are you doing for the Saints? And I just didn't. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know how to say it. He just doesn't move me like he moves so many other people for the Saints.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not really. I don't really want him. I don't know. I don't want him coming back. I mean, it'd be nice, but it's like we don't really need him. I see us drafting Carnell Tate or Jordan Tyson in the first round anyway. You know.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. I think that's what we got to do. We got to make sure we get that solidified receiver. Like we had Shaheed, that's what Shaheed was, right? But like we want to go the next step and get somebody better on offense as a receiver than what we had with Shaheed. We need something better than that.
Yeah.
All right, dude.
All right, well, appreciate it. Who dat,
brother? The number. Oh, somebody's trying to call in. Yeah, you just gotta keep calling, bro. That's just how it is. It's a real house phone, bro. It's one call. That's all. More's bought. And these dudes that call in that get on every show, they know how to work the system, and it's not something that like I know and I tell them. No, they figure it out. And I've seen people call 400, 500 times, dude, and not get through. So it's just like a way to do it, and a lot. SpreadQuarters.
Tell him, Mayo. Tell him.
Fish fry.
Tell him.
See, this is fish fry. Fish fry. If you could give a tip to people who don't always get through, how do you get through so consistently?
Let me tell you, hey, 53 times. This is the 54th fish fry's called. You got to be dedicated.
Is there any certain time that you calling or trying to slip through or just waiting for a call? I don't know how.
No, I mean, I
just keep calling.
I'm dedicated. I watch the stream and here I am.
Yeah.
You know, I'm lucky. Man, look, I'm lucky to be here, brother. Let me tell you. Look, I had a run in with the long arm of the law earlier.
Oh Lord.
And apparently, you're not supposed to tell them that DUI checkpoints are illegal and stolen property. But hey, they still let me go because obviously I'm here on ACM Live, babe.
Let's go, fish fry. So what did you do for the Super Bowl? Did you go to a party or something or what?
Dude, I started off with a 24-ounce Michelob Ultra Lime, and I proceeded to drink a 30 rack of Busch Light.
A 30 rack of
several
Busch.
shots of tequila.
30 rack of Busch Light.
A 30 rack hates to see me coming on Sunday, brother.
Hey, you saw Tyler Shuck was walking around with that Busch Light too. So
hey, Tyler Shuck, I'm a man of the people.
He is. I mean,
man of the people.
He was beaming them beads, boy. I tell you what, you had to have them hands. You better have your hands with you on the parade route for when Tyler Shuck came. That dude was beaming them things.
Yeah, he was. I'd have called him though.
Me too.
I'd have had his thick hands on you. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
But anyway, shout out Drew Brees. Hey, my love for the Saints came. Fun fact about fish fry is my dad blocked for Fred McAfee, and Fred McAfee and my dad won a college national championship together.
Come on. Shout out Fred McAfee. That was number 25. No, 20. Yeah.
Shout out Fred McAfee.
25, I want to say. He was the third string running back, and he was always on the kick return too.
He was a Rashid. He was a Rashid back in the day.
Or Rashid Shaheed?
Yeah, he was a Rashid back in the game, you know what I mean?
Yeah, he was a running back. He's a little different, but yeah. All right. Fish Fry, what'd you think about the halftime show? We all been waiting to hit.
Look, bro, I can't speak Spanish, so really couldn't understand it. We had both on the live stream. Obviously Brantley Gilbert come out playing that solid country gold, and then Kid Rock come out playing like that. It's hard to pay attention to Bad Bunny. I can't speak Spanish, so I couldn't understand it. So that's my point of view on it. So.
Did you take Spanish in high school? Like you had to. I took French. What did you take?
Dude, I barely made it. I took the bare minimum is what I took.
Brother, I got expelled from high school, so you're not gonna get me with that. You know what I'm saying? Like what?
I dropped out of school in third grade because they had recess. I had to tell them I don't play. So I'm telling you, I took the bare minimum, brother, to get the GED.
Oh, is that what you did?
Yeah.
Okay. So you didn't take you didn't get to take Spanish.
Brother, I barely take English.
Yeah, I hear that.
Shit, barely took it. But anyway, shout out ACM Live, love it. I gotta hit the sack. Got me a lovely lady in the bed. Had to step out while I calling into the show, but about to get back to her, brother.
She's a real lucky one. All right, Fish Fry.
Hey, she's fresh off the injured reserve, brother. Just got that fresh job done, So I'll let you know how it goes in the morning.
All right, I can't wait. All right, Fish Fry. SpreadQuarters, last caller.
First and foremost, take that stream for my boy.
I can barely hear you, bro. You there?
Yeah, I'm here. You can hear me?
Yeah, but you just woke up from a nap?
Nah. First and foremost, like that stream for my boy.
What's up, brother?
Hey, yo hablo español, and I don't understand that dude's music. It has nothing to do with left, right. This has to do with I can't understand the man's music. Yo hablo español toda mi vida, but I don't understand that man's music. I don't like it.
Has there been anybody that was kind of similar that did the same type thing, like had a lot of hype, but we didn't understand their music? Has that been?
I don't As it relates to the Super Bowl, I couldn't tell you, bro. But what I can tell you is this: is the type of music that it is, and reggaeton, which he played a little bit of reggaeton in the beginning of some of his music. I don't understand it. It's like I just spoke English and you couldn't understand what I said because that's how they sing. So I don't do it left, I don't do it right. It's just the type of music.
Okay, let me ask you the flip side then, real quick. So if you go to the other concert, which I think Fish Fry had just said, who were the people in the other concert? It was Brantley, Gilbert, and who? Kid Rock?
No, I don't know. I didn't go to it.
Oh no, I was just asking. I'm saying hypothetical. Like, if I had to pick out of, I'm just telling you the genuine truth. Just me. I'm picking Bad Bunny, and I don't understand the shit over this country because I'm not really in the country. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm not.
Right.
It's not my shit. I'm a saucy motherfucker, bro. I'm from the parish, dude. You know what I'm saying? We got highlights, name chains. You know, we riding whips, bro. Like that, we not. So we a little saucier than like going. Don't get me wrong. There is some people from where I'm from that like country music. I'm not one of them. I don't like country.
And that's okay. You don't have to like it. Just like I don't have to like Kendrick Lamar's performance.
Oh, that was the one last year, Kendrick Lamar. I didn't love it.
Like, you know,
I liked it. I didn't love it.
Correct. But I called you either last week or the week before. I told you I still think Michael Jackson's Super Bowl performance was the best for me in my lifetime. Other people say other things, and that's okay. But I mean, if you've seen the documentary with Michael Jackson, the guy who produced it or was involved in producing it said, okay, as soon as you pop up, the music ain't starting until you say something. And then he's just standing there, and the crowd is just going wild. And they're telling him on his earpiece, Mike, start singing, and he just did what he wanted.
Yeah,
it was a great performance,
dude. I actually have seen what you're talking about, or a clip of it, or something, and that gives me goosebumps. For real though,
dude, Michael Jackson was it,
dude.
You know what I'm saying? So look, I'm not gonna hold you. I appreciate you taking the call. I've called 60 times. I just got in. I appreciate the stream. Enjoy yourself next Sunday. We appreciate you being here for us on Sunday, but you deserve your time too. And like I said, this has nothing to do with left or right. I can't understand the dude, and I speak Spanish. I don't understand him. It's just the genre of music. That's all it is for me.
All right, well, look, I think that was a different opinion than most people who disagreed with. So I do appreciate it. I thought it was fire. All right, dude.
Take it easy. Good night.
Yeah, I guess, and that's the thing. Like I said, I give it in the 80s. If we're doing Madden rating, I'd give it in the 80s, 87, something like that. I thought it was an electric performance as far as like the scenery, visuals, all that shit. If I knew what he was saying, could have been different. I just didn't know what he was saying. So that was the only downfall for me. Because one of them songs he sang, I've heard before, and that bitch got a serious drop. It's just a good beat. Fuck, I can't remember it. Anyway, SpreadQuarters.
Yo, Mayo, this is a public service announcement for Nola Boy. I wanted to get his ass in the ring.
Bro, he's 15.
I'm coming for it.
He's 15.
I'm 15 too. Don't give me all that. I'm 15 from Lafayette. I'm coming for his ass. Boxing, MMA, it doesn't matter. I will put him in the canvas. He will eat canvas.
What's your problem with Nola Boy, bro?
I don't have a problem with it. It's just C-Red's already taken up, so I want Nola Boy. Give me a 15-year-old. I ain't trying to find no 40-year-old junk fuck. I want him.
All right, dude. Well, he's a fan favorite, so you kind of playing heel right here, but you know somebody's got to play the heel. There you go.
Yeah.
All right, brother. Well, yeah. Is that it?
No, I mean, you got anything else you want to talk about?
Oh, yeah. You want to talk about the Super Bowl?
Yeah. Drake May's hot dog ass. He played terrible. Will Campbell played awful. Jake Myers got robbed. Halftime show was good. I kind of liked it.
Do you think, let me ask you this, you 15, do you think the youth likes Bad Bunny?
I think the Hispanic youth likes Bad Bunny. I mean,
what about like the people that play Fortnite and stuff? Like, you think they like Bad Bunny?
I guess, man. I'd have to pull a survey.
All right. But yeah, let me know, man. Ask everybody. Let me know.
All right.
All right, dude.
All right. Have a good night, dude.
All right, you too.
What's up?
All right, bro. You too. You don't sound 15. Nola boy sound 15. He don't sound 15. He really just don't sound 15. He sounded 24. He sounded 24. What do you think about Jose Alvarado getting traded to the Knicks? He had a good game already, bro. I watched the highlights this morning. He had a good game already. He had like all like the signature Jose shit happen in this one game. Running behind somebody, stealing everything. All in the one game. So yeah, sad to see it because, you know, I said this on Twitter, on X. Thing you gotta love about Jose, man, is it didn't matter if the Pelicans were in a winning situation or if they were losing their nuts off with no sign of hope. Jose was gonna play passionately and he was gonna play aggressively. He's gonna give it his all, bro. And that's not a common trend in the NBA these days. I'm sorry, bro. Jose, he gives you his soul when he plays for you, bro. He don't care about none of that other shit. It's all about just playing ball. Dude, Jose, he's got the heart, bro. If he was any taller, he'd be a serious top player in the NBA. And I'm not saying he's not a good player. He's a good player. As is. Bro, he'd be in top if he was taller. Because he's just got some serious heart. I think he's one of the Pelicans. He's one of them ones you should remember forever. And the Pelicans, it's a long story, man. I'd go on forever talking about the Pelicans right now, but they just, I don't know. For me, they just never filled that void of guys like letting guys walk like Jonas and, you know, all those guys that they let, they just didn't really fill the void, dude. Especially the Jonas thing. That kills me, bro. Because nobody was more available than Jonas that year. And they were talking about trading him or getting rid of him, and fans and analysts, they're all talking about trading Jonas for a year up until he actually left. And he was so available that whole year. And it's just like, it was a no-brainer to bring somebody like that back. But we were so persistent on like running this small ball shit that is not proven to work. So I just think that some of them moves they've made just have, you know, look at the Jordan Hawkins pick. What's going on with that? I don't really see the progression. But yeah, I'm going to miss Jose, man. Miss Jose a lot, bro. Just a great dude for the city. I'm like, that's the type of guy when the Knicks come back and play the Pelicans and Jose comes on the court, everybody's going to cheer him. Everybody's going to cheer him. Nobody disliked him. You know, it's sad, bro. But anyway, I think that's where we are, bro. Hey, best commercials I thought the Instacart, the Lay's commercials, the Uber Eats with McConaughey and Bradley Cooper, pretty good. McConaughey, everything's pretty good with McConaughey. Obviously, the Dunkin' Donuts. One of my favorite commercials, which contradicted everything else they were showing me on the commercials, because they showing me nerds, gummies, all this unhealthy shit, just fast food places. Fucking Mike Tyson did the processed foods commercial. It was fucking awesome. We need more commercials like that. Why are they still taking... Dude, they get money from so many companies. They prove it on the Super Bowl. They taking money from people like Claude, Kodaks, and all these randos, Bosch, and who even knows. And fucking... They still take this money from all these people that sell all this processed food. They don't need the promotion. McDonald's don't need to run a commercial during the Super Bowl, bro. They're going to get the business regardless. Or whoever. You know what I'm saying? I'm just using them as an example. And then you got a commercial with Mike Tyson talking about get rid of processed foods. We got to do more about processed foods. While also running processed food commercials. Like, dude. Like, this is the closest thing to the movie Idiocracy that I've ever seen, dude. What's going on right now? But yeah, I liked the 50 Cent commercial. Yeah. Dude, they had some local commercials too. Yeah, they probably paid big money for that. for sure. To just run, you know what I'm saying? And I got merchandise, hmsports.com/shop. Also, hey, bro, I've been on Twitch a lot, so gearing up for GTA 6. Comes out in November, so just staying consistently on Twitch and growing the Twitch community. Nola Boy, drop the Discord in the chat. If you want to hop on, whether it's Call of Duty, 2K, we just started a 2K league. All that shit. We got all kinds of games we in there playing. It's in the HTM Discord. It's in the HTM Discord. So, and then I'm on Twitch, twitch.tv/Hold the Mayo. Anyway, I'm out of here. I'm back. Not next week. I'm gonna be at Bacchus. But I'm back the week after that. I'm back to Sunday after that. This dude keeps trying to call it. Bro, I'm closing the show. All right, y'all. I'm out of here. Happy Mardi Gras. If y'all see me during Mardi Gras, man, come holla at me.